The movie opens with Grandma Gigi carefully crafting a dollhouse filled with miniature cats. Pillow cat, cakey cat, cat rat, and more. A young Gabby walks into the room, amazed by her grandma's creation. When Gigi tells her the dollhouse is for her, Gabby beams with joy and names one of the tiny cats Baby Box. Years pass, but Gabby's love for cats never fades. One day, she prepares to go on a week-long trip with her grandmother, bringing the dollhouse along. Before leaving, Gabby performs her signature chant, shrinking down and entering the dollhouse world. Inside, the cats are busy baking a cake for Grandma and having the time of their lives, riding tiny cars through the house, hosting karaoke nights, and dancing together. Soon, Grandma Gigi arrives with her mini cat van to pick up Gabby. Gabby reappears from the dollhouse, hugs Gigi, and their adventure begins. They set off toward Cat Francisco, traveling through cat cities, meeting alien cats in the desert, gaming, taking photos, and making wonderful memories. When they finally arrive at Grandma Gigi's house, Gabby runs straight to her craft room and finds sketches and blueprints of all the cats on the table. Gigi tells her that they're going to build a new house together. Outside, the cats are excited for the week ahead, except for Cat Rat, who grows bored and fiddles with the dollhouse's lock. Suddenly, the dollhouse rolls off the truck and down a hill. Gabby chases after it desperately as it speeds through the city streets like a roller coaster, while the cats inside laugh and scream, enjoying the wild ride. The dollhouse weaves through traffic until it finally slows to a stop. A woman named Vera notices the dollhouse and approaches it curiously. The cats peek out in surprise as Vera admires the miniature home. A little girl nearby asks if she can play with it, but Vera tells her that her mother is buying it. Moments later, Vera places a stack of cash on the counter, grabs the dollhouse, and runs to her car. That night, Grandma Gigi waits for Gabby at dinner, unaware of what's happened. Gabby, still in the city, searches tirelessly for the missing dollhouse. Meanwhile, Vera adds it to her collection, opening it and removing all the cats except Cat Rat, whom she tosses into a drawer. She places Mercat in a bowl of water, Kitty Fairy in her garden, and stores the rest in her bag. Cat Rat wakes up in the drawer and notices a doll beside him. Gabby, worried, pinches her cat ear headband to shrink down, but it doesn't work. After trying again, she finally becomes small and teleports to the dollhouse's location. Once inside, she realizes the Gabby Cats are missing. There, she meets a group of new characters created by Cat Rat. Chumsley and the Topper Cats, Molly, Cooper, Chooper, and Booper, the smallest of them all. Cat Rat explains everything that happened. Chumsley tells Gabby that Vera used to play with them, but now they're just forgotten toys, collectibles gathering dust. Gabby instructs them to stay behind, report any updates, and keep watch. Chumsley decides to stay with Cat Rat as Gabby heads out to rescue the others. She spots Vera and begins following her, sliding down the stairs in her tiny form. But Vera's cat Marlene notices her, forcing Gabby to hide under the sofa. When Vera turns away, she spots Mercat and leaps into the water, transforming into a mermaid.
Let's go find Mercat.
She swims down and finds Mercat peacefully sleeping beside a fish. Together, they sing, making new aquatic friends, and use their song to transform the gloomy tank into a glittering underwater paradise. Everything comes alive. Fish, plants, and coral lighting up the scene with shimmering beauty. Their mission complete, Gabby and Mercat float up in a balloon while Vera works nearby. Vera catches a glimpse of movement on her monitor, but sees nothing when she turns around, assuming she's just tired. As Gabby's balloon drifts toward Vera's bag, a sudden gust of wind from the open window sweeps them away, sending Gabby and the cats tumbling into the garden. There, they're confronted by a group of other living toys who had awakened only an hour earlier. Their leader, Matthew, orders them to capture Gabby and bring her before their queen. Meanwhile, back at the house, Chumsley and Cat Rat create chaos, sprinkling glitter everywhere, hosting a disco, jumping on furniture, and holding a fancy tea party. Gabby, brought before the queen's stone palace shaped like a cat, marvels at its jeweled design. Before she can speak, Matthew begins a ritual dance to prepare her for meeting the queen. When Gabby offers her gift, a chandelier of glowing lotus petals descends, blooming to reveal Kitty Fairy. The two embrace warmly. Gabby explains everything, and Kitty Fairy agrees to help rescue the others. However, Matthew is hesitant, so Gabby tricks him by proposing a game of hide-and-seek. While he and his followers search, Gabby and the cats escape aboard a handmade carrier. They fly high into the air, but when the craft begins to break apart, Matthew and his group rush to save them. Impressed, Gabby gives up her crown in gratitude. Meanwhile, Grandma Gigi prepares lunch for Gabby. Back at Vera's home, Vera's cat Marlene senses something odd. When the doorbell rings, it's the same little girl from before. Secretly, part of the Kitty Rangers, she distracts Vera, giving Gabby and Pandy time to climb onto the table. The girl demands the dollhouse, threatening to take 8 boxes of Smiley Pops instead. Inside, Gabby tries to unzip Vera's bag to free the cats. Vera scolds the girl for touching her collectibles, saying she doesn't play with them, they're just part of her collection. After handing her some cash to leave, Vera goes to check her shelves, realizing her prized kitties are missing. Gabby and the rescued cats return to the dollhouse, only to find it completely transformed by Chumsley and Catrat's mischief. Glitter covers everything, furniture is toppled, and the place is a colorful mess. When Gabby asks Chumsley to stop, he reveals his past. As a child, Vera used to play with him every day. He thought it would last forever, but as she grew up, she stopped playing and placed him aside. Toys, he says, eventually become just collectibles. Now, Chumsley declares himself the owner of the dollhouse and throws the kitties out until Vera remembers how to have fun again. Determined to fix things, Gabby asks Carlita to take Pandy and DJ Catnip to Grandma Gigi for help. Carlita activates her button, and Pandy presses it, sending the car speeding through traffic and sidewalks at lightning speed until they reach Grandma Gigi's house. After hearing everything, Gigi transforms into a tiny version of herself and joins the rescue mission, riding with the kitties back to Vera's home. As Gabby discusses plans, Catrat sneaks inside, and Chumsley discovers Gabby's magical cat ears, stealing them and fleeing into his hidden tunnels. Gabby follows him up into the clouds, where he taunts him, saying he's just like Vera, destined to grow up and stop playing. A burst of magical energy knocks Gabby down, and Chumsley vanishes. Gigi finds Gabby, who feels heartbroken. Chumsley manipulates the others, convincing them that Gabby will abandon them once she grows up. Sad and unsure, Gabby runs off, hiding in a bookshelf and crying. Babybox finds her and gives her a spare pair of cat ears, reminding her of who she is. The other kitties refuse to give up on her, rekindling Gabby's courage. Meanwhile, Vera practices yoga with Marlene. Gigi arrives in Carlita's car and tells Vera about Chumsley and the dollhouse. Vera wonders how Gigi still plays even as an adult. Gigi explains that she's never lost her inner child. Gabby borrows Gigi's ears to help Vera and Chumsley rediscover their playfulness. Inside, Chumsley bakes a chaotic cake with the Topper Cats, adding every ingredient he can find, and too much magic powder, creating a powerful magical storm. Vera, startled mid-meditation, sees Gabby appear before her. Gabby places cat ears on Vera's head, but when Vera tries to dismiss her, Gabby encourages her to sing along. With a pinch of the ears, both shrink to miniature size. Vera is disoriented, but Gabby leads her toward the dollhouse, only to find the magical storm raging within. Recognizing Chumsley's chaos, Gabby dives into the storm with Vera, and together they're swept into a frozen landscape. Vera demands to return to her normal life, but Cakey appears, summoning his cake animals to follow Chumsley's tracks. They overhear Vera admit that being an adult makes it hard to play. Life changes, and the sparkle fades. Suddenly, a cookie named Bobby appears, warning them of a whirlpool ahead. He tosses them out of harm's way, sending them sliding down icy slopes until they reach a crumbling bridge where Chumsley stands. Chumsley shouts that he won't go back into a drawer. He confesses that he misses having fun with Vera, and Vera admits she misses it too. As she walks toward him, the bridge collapses, and the dollhouse begins to lose its magic. Chumsley starts to fall, but Gabby, surrounded by glowing stars, reminds him to remember the magic within. She regains her lost sparkles and throws them toward him. The magic catches Chumsley, lifting him safely into Vera's arms. Reunited, Vera and Chumsley are happy again. With Bobby's help, they all travel back through the magical ears to the dollhouse. The kitties cheer as Cakey introduces them to Bobby. Gabby promises Babybox that she'll always be there, and a soft chime of magic fills the air as the dollhouse transforms back into its beautiful, enchanted form.